Anyways, yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another webinar. So I'm going to break down gold. I'm going to break down GJ like always. So yesterday, I feel like you guys could have caught this gold move pretty easily. I know a few of you sent me a few DMs on the gold move itself, but I'm going to break down yesterday's move and kind of what we were expecting from the last webinar, which it literally played out almost to the pick. Right, so what we explained in the last webinar, for those of you guys who haven't seen it, which I highly recommend you guys go back and do see it, is pretty much after price came down into 1833 support. The only area that I was interested in continuing to look to go short with this overall bearish trend was going to be our previous 4-hour lows, where we had our previous level of support at around 1854, let's call it, right? So pretty much what I explained in yesterday's breakdown was after price gave us this impulse to the downside, we would look for price to pull back into this 1854 support, where we would then look for price to go down into 1833 to actually look to short. Now, once price came back up into this area of support being 1851, let's call it, right? All you had to do is once price hit that area, drop down into a lower time frame if you're going to trade a little bit more aggressively, and look for a sell signal. What does a sell signal look like? This is a clear as day sell signal, right? You have your high probability bearish engulfing candlestick, where the bearish engulfing did close under the previous hour candlestick's low. Along with that, you have a great loss of momentum to the upside. Notice how each candlestick is gradually getting smaller and smaller, and the wicks towards the upside are getting bigger. That is showing us that price is losing momentum to the upside, and there is a probability of price reversing. Literally after this engulfing, you could have made your entry right then and there with your stop loss above the highs. Your take profits could have been this support area down here. Now, if anybody would have gone now within this area, that would have been great, but prices pulled all the way back.
Was that news? Was that the interest rate stuff?
I mean, there was talk about it, but I don't want to say that.
Yeah, because I didn't. I was like, wow, that was insane. Just for 4 hour to go down, and the other one just to fill it back up.
Yeah, because typically when you see like a news candlestick, you'll see like a huge candlestick, maybe like something like this one. So I don't want to say that was solely off of news.
Okay.
When it comes to gold, looking at the daily time frame, there's not really a very strong daily candlestick suggesting there could be like a big reversal. But at this point in time, price is trading back above resistance. So unless price can actually start closing and trading back under 1851 around this area over here, I would kind of wait for a little bit of a pullback. So if price were to start trading back under 1851, start trading under the 1850s again, then I would look for price to come back down to 1833. Right, but now that price is trading above 1850 resistance, which is kind of right here, 1850 support, I would actually expect price and look for price to come up into 1865, which is our nearest level of resistance, which if you go on the daily, you can actually see there. So I would wait for price to come back up into 1865 before looking to go short with the trend again, and then potentially, trying to sell somewhere in this 1865 area, essentially looking for maybe something like this up here where it is still in that bearish trend, it is still in that bearish condition, but it's a little bit of a steeper pullback, but we'd be getting a safer entry closer to a higher level of resistance. So now if price breaks above 1866, then at that point in time, I would actually look to start buying. But again, just to repeat that for anybody that kind of just came in, I'm going to be looking for sells back under 1850, or I'm going to wait for price to reject 1865 to look to go short. Anything above 1865, I'd actually start looking to take buy positions. So that's kind of what I'm going to be waiting for on gold. And then on GJ, so GJ is playing out kind of like how I described yesterday, except there was no trade because there was no break and retest literally on any time frame that I could have taken advantage of. So on GJ, now that price is actually breaking under the head and shoulders neckline, which is something that I've been talking about for quite some time now. I've been talking about this since April 29th, let's kind of call it. So about 13 days now, let's call it that. I've been talking about this head and shoulders pattern playing out. And so far, this head and shoulders pattern is playing out literally to the T. It couldn't have been cleaner than this. Now that we have the break of the neckline, there's really multiple ways you could trade a head and shoulders pattern. The first one is a little bit more aggressive, which is kind of selling at the right shoulder. The second one would be waiting for a breakout, which is also aggressive of the neckline, which essentially you should already be short. And then the third one is a retest of the neckline and then looking for price to go back down. Now, I'm not too confident that we'll see a retest of the neckline. We could just see price dump all the way into 157, 690, which is our area of resistance. We're going to be looking for price to go down to, which the entire zone I'm going to be looking for this resistance level starts at about 157, 300, let's call it, to about 150, 158, 200. So this is the entire zone I'm going to be looking for price to pull back into, where we could potentially see buys for the weekly trend to continue to actually go bullish, which will be very interesting to see how this plays out over the next couple of days. But anything above this 157, I would actually look to go long, right? So once price starts breaking under 157, let's call it 158, right? Then at that point in time, I would probably start looking to go short, because now price is trading under more major level of resistance, right? Now, the only thing is you have to be careful once price, let's say if price does start to break under this level, because by the end of the trading week, it's only Wednesday, right? By the end of the trading week, we could see a big push up, and then this bearish candlestick could just have a huge wick to the downside, and this is just a rejected level of resistance. So you guys have to keep that in mind if price does get under here and you start looking for short positions. That is one of the possibilities that I would actually look out for and be a little bit cautious with. Now, when it comes to GJ for setup tonight, realistically, I would like to kind of just wait. I wouldn't really take a setup other than maybe like a break and retest sell setup from this 160 area back into 158. That's the only setup I would really look for tonight on GJ, because this is still in the middle of an impulse, and we never want to sell in the middle of an impulse. We always want to wait for the pullback before looking to go long or short with the trend. And in this situation, we'll be looking to go short. Now, the break and retest setup would be the best setup that I'd be waiting for here, because I'm not comfortable taking buys on GJ until I could see this weekly close, where I would see the rejection, right? Because kind of like what happened on gold, right? We could see the rejection of that weekly time frame here. So at this point, it's kind of just a waiting game. We're going to have to wait and see what happens on gold, because you have to keep in mind rejections come in all different sizes, forms, and look completely differently. Because let's say it's still Wednesday, there's still an hour and 21 days left until this weekly candlestick closes. If this weekly candlestick closes back above 1866, then I would no longer be looking to go short. I would be looking to go long, because that is just showing me that bearish momentum is significantly slowing down, and it is rejecting this area of resistance. Then coming the following week, I would continue to look to go long, which definitely is a big possibility with gold right now as well, also rejecting this 50 SMA here. So at this point, it's kind of like a winning game. I wouldn't really be married to any trade. I wouldn't look for holding any trade too long term as of right now, just because, again, like I feel like price can kind of just flip at any point in time unless we see a break of this major area here on GJ. And then on gold, I mean, we could see the daily trend continue, but again, really it comes down to, let's see what type of buying pressure that there is in the market. Because again, if we see price close above 1866, which is this major weekly level, then we could definitely see price come back up into the 1900s. So we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. It's going to definitely require a little bit more patience than normal, but keep in mind, we could start looking for buys once price starts trading around the 1870 range with gold. With GJ, it's a little bit different. I would expect buys around this kind of 158 range here, and price is kind of almost there. So really the only setup I would look for on GJ is that break and retest to go short, because I wouldn't be too comfortable taking buys with this big of a weekly bearish candlestick, although price is approaching this area. So at this point in time, it's kind of a waiting game. So let me know what other questions you guys have. So far, everything is played out pretty clean. Gold is played out pretty clean. And GJ, I mean, there was no real setup unless, you would have sold back up into here. But, I don't know if many people actually caught the sell back up into here. So let me know what questions you guys may actually have.
Raul, would you consider 1865 on gold a daily resistance level?
Yeah, I would, because if you just look left, you see this huge.
Yeah.
So
okay, awesome.
Hey,
bro.
hey, Raul.
Bro.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Raul, bro. I'm just asking a question. Like my brother, he bought a challenge from you, and you passed it and all that. But like when he tried to like enter the password that you gave him for the past challenge, like it's not working. Like I just wanted to see if you know something about it.
Are you talking about on FMS?
I think so because it said it was Nash Markets, like the broker for it.
So is it on FMS?
I think so. I think it is.
If it is, then he's just literally gonna have to wait to get his verification credentials because all systems are being literally transferred over right now as we speak.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool, bro. Yeah, thanks anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
That's it.
any other questions? Anything anybody wants me to go over?
Bro, can you do US 30, please? A breakdown?
Damn, everything is just dropping. I mean, at this point in time, I would still look out for the same thing at this point. I would look for a pullback in this area so short with this trend. You only want to be buying in some resistance areas. Well, in this situation, resistance areas, which your near support is here. So I'd wait for the support to become resistance, but this is a daily time frame, so you kind of have to be a little bit more patient with it. But that's the only thing I would look for in news 30. Other than that, I wouldn't even look to take a position. Because, I mean, just look at these huge wicks to the upside and then a continuation back down. This is not really much movement for this pair. So I would wait for this pullback back into resistance or back into support. Look for support to form as resistance and then look for price to go short.
Yeah, bro, I caught that move. Thank you.
Raul, could you go over AUD USD, please? Because I see it's breaking like monthly lows overall, and so I'm looking like to see if I catch it under the monthly lows for a retest under the monthly lows, if that makes sense. But it keeps like going to the monthly lows and then rejecting and then coming back up and.
Yeah, you can look. You can look at the retest.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Because I was like, it broke under monthly lows. That means we could keep looking to go short, probably.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raul, with gold, it's like based on the 4 hours look, it's gaining some bullish momentum.
Yeah.
Like, so you said above the 1865 is when you would look for buys.
Yeah, above 1865, I'll start looking for buys because then you're above the major area of resistance or previous resistance on the weekly. So then at that point in time, I start looking for buys. But I wouldn't expect like a huge buy move until like next week.
Hey, Raul, can you check over USD CAD?
So I would actually expect maybe a little bit more of a pullback, even though USD CAD has already kind of pulled back into this area here, and so far it's rejecting it. Thing is, like the weekly time frame is still in the middle of like breaking these weekly highs over here. So you go to the daily time frame, you see the break and retest setup playing out. But at this point in time, I would probably wait for the retest of support and then look to buy USD CAD back up into its original highs up here. And so now,
yeah, cool. Thanks, bro.
Hey, Raul, real quick, one more question with gold. If it gets to that 1865, where would you ride it back down to? If it starts showing bearish, because I mean, I would try to ride it down maybe to 1850.
If price rejects 1865, I would look for 1850.
Okay, because I tried to trade earlier where I tried to get in around 1850 to ride it back down to 1835.
Yeah, I'll look for 1850.
Would you try to catch that buy up to 1865 or just wait for the sell?
To be honest, I'm kind of more like buys right now than sells. So it's kind of like a waiting game at this point in time, especially like how momentum is holding up right now. Like we have price first, like let's put this in a perspective, right? So on this hourly time frame, damn, I don't even have so let's kind of pretend like this over here didn't happen, right? On this hourly time frame, price went up, lower high point clearly, came down, formed a low, and then now it's pumped up and it's about to break above its previous Well, it already has. It's breaking above its previous lower high point. So this kind of structure is starting to change. You probably see that a little bit better on this 30-minute time frame, how you have lower high, low, lower high, low, and then you have price now forming a high. So it does look like things could turn over and go bullish, but it's still cautious. So 24-hour time frame, the trend is still bearish. But you go on the weekly time frame, and it looks like it could be a break and retest of this resistance area. So it's kind of just like a waiting game.
Well, from Go and GJ. So you right now, most cleaner for you is Go. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be honest. I got like 3 weeks. I'm gonna take a setup from GJ because I can't find a setup from GJ.
Yeah.
Go is the more cleanest one.
Yeah, I mean, at that point in time, it's kind of just, I wouldn't be married to any trade I take. Be more aggressive with my, trailing my stops.
Bro, that US 30 trade was like real good. I started to trail my stop loss. Like I still would have been in.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing I'm about to work on, bro. Because I just wanted to secure. I got a 1 to 3 on it, so I just chilled. I didn't want to be too greedy.
Oh, yeah.
That quickly can change.
A 1 to 3 is definitely valid.
Bro, y'all see how crazy London was last night, bro?
I mean, there's been a lot of volume recently.
It was a lot of volume. I almost trailed my stop loss. I was so close to passing my challenge. I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get tapped out. But then that joint ended up just touching the retest point and went my way on EU.
Bro, I got a quick question for you.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Hold on, bro. My daughter was tripping. With passing the challenge, right? Like when you were passing challenges, do you like kind of compound your profits a little bit, depending on the setup?
What you mean? Like
So let's say, for example, like if you win the first, like on your first trade, you win a 1 to 2. All right, so you up 2%. Would you risk like 2% on the next trade possibly if the setup is there, or maybe 1.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just found out about that last night just doing research, bro. Because I went on a crazy win streak of like 3-4 trades, and I was risking the same amount every time.
I would definitely compound my profits for sure.
I didn't do that, bro.
Like, let's say I'm on a 100K challenge, right? And I win my first trade, and I'm up like 2 grand out of 1 street. Right, on the next trade, if it makes sense, and I could gain another 3 or 4 times my risk, I'm gonna risk those full 3,000 because I could potentially pass. You know what I mean? So 3%.
Okay, so I have a question regarding that then.
Yeah.
On my 200K account, I'm up roughly 6% right now. So you're saying, would you risk 2 to 3% per trade to finish it out?
No.
Or would you continue running the 1 to 2% that I've been running?
First of all, what I risk is defined because I might be comfortable risking 90% of trade.
Uh-huh.
80% of trade. You know what I mean? Random example. Right? You gotta find because let's just say, yeah, on one trade I risk 3%, on the other one I risk 1%, and you try and mimic that and you lose. Now you're in a different psychological level just because you lost 3%, and you may be risking religiously 1% the whole time. You just blew 3 trades away. You know what I mean? So you got to do what's comfortable to you. What's comfortable to me is if I see that there's an opportunity for me to potentially make 3 to 4 times whatever I'm risking, and the money makes sense, the setup makes sense, then I'll do it.
No, because I do have a trade that I went I went 4% balls deep and I won it. But I lost like last night. I lost 1% last night. That's why I'm up 6%. That's why I was asking if it's an S plus setup, would you risk 2 to 3%?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
Yeah, that's good though. I was thinking the same thing, like, because if I would have just took like I had like a 1 to 3 last week, and then I made a 1 to 2 the next trade. But if I used this, I was still risking 1%. But if I would have risked like 2 or 3% on that one trade, if I'd have lost it, I would have been up like a 0.5%. But if I would have won it, I would have completed the challenge.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
like,
my
damn.
thought. That's my thought on
Hey,
the
bro,
thing.
quick question, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, but so what year did you first get funded, if you remember that shit? And then once you passed your challenge, what was the first thing you did with your profits, bro? What
Hmm.
was the year?
The first thing, damn, I don't remember the year, but the first thing that I did with my profits was I threw like most of it in Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Shit.
Like I
So
think,
aside from the like trading and the DTI student courses and shit, do you have others, like, other, not to get in your business, but you have other ventures you invest into as well, like businesses or cryptos or stocks, whatever?
yeah, I have a few shares of a few companies and stocks. I have a Roth IRA. I have I'm holding obviously the S&P 500 as well. What else? I mean, I have some bonds, but bonds are nothing.
So you got the watches, that's an investment.
I
You
got
got the cars.
my property, a few of my cars. What else? I mean, Amazon stores, few businesses, family, other real estate that I'm investing in now. Like, you know, I'm quite diversified pretty well, I want to
Yeah,
say.
it's always good to have like multiple eggs in the basket, you feel me?
Your average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind always.
Bro, on gold, I'm over here like already thinking really, really ahead, I guess. But if you look, I'm looking at it on the far, yeah, perfect. So if it comes back to that 1865 resistance, holds the resistance. Let's say it comes back and holds that 1850 support. Would you that would be becoming a head and shoulders and then a third leg extension, right? You could see a third leg extension to the upside, but you still wouldn't take the buy until it's over 1865, right?
I wouldn't say it's a head and shoulders because then what you're looking at is like this, right?
Yeah, but then you still wouldn't take the buy unless it came back down to 1865, right?
Thing is, where would your left shoulder be? Here, like, unless it's
Oh
No,
my God,
inverted, my bad, inverted head and shoulders, my bad.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even look at that as like a head and shoulders pattern. Just
I
because,
mean, it's not even that big. It's from like it's really right next to each other. It's that 1850 level.
this right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, then yeah, this is definitely an elite.
Like, would you see that? You still wouldn't take the buy until it's over 1865, though, right?
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. I bet.
Yeah, because then we have like a better confirmed break.
Yeah, because it could still go up to that resistance and hold it,
Yeah,
right?
because what can happen is this.
Yeah, it could hold it, and
What can happen is this. Like, so many things can happen. This could happen, right? Like,
yeah.
you know.
What are
I'm just
y'all
thinking
leaning on
ahead.
for gold? Bull or bear?
Sales, bear.
I don't.
Yeah, I was
Yo, is that
thinking sell.
Chow and the Webby?
Yeah, Charles and the Webby.
You said the Webby.
Dominican in the house.
Yo,
Charles and the Webby.
Hey, Raul, that's a new Richard Miller you got, or the same one?
No, that's a new one. I just one today.
So
Man,
you
put
got
that joint in the can. Let me see that joint busting. Have it clean.
so you got two, huh?
No, I traded the other one in for this one.
Man, what? Why?
damn, for real? So no match with the cars.
Because this one's the Bubba Watson.
Oh,
My last Richard Mill was a regular RM10. RM11, my bad. Those were RM11 FM, right?
Bro, you can just change the bands out though, right? You just change the bands.
Here's the band. So I'm gonna get the baby blue band, right? But the value of this watch is gonna hold a lot better than the value of my last Richard Mill. And actually, now that Bubba Watson released, Bubba Watson,
Oh my gosh,
Bubba
I just looked them up.
this one should skyrocket in price.
Bro, I thought you was talking about the golfer at first, so it's not his watch.
Well, I mean, I'm named it after him.
Okay.
But this watch should keep skyrocketing in price, especially that it's factory set diamonds. Like,
oh yeah, that's
I
epic right there. All you gotta
looked it
do is
up.
hold on to that joint.
I looked it up, man.
And
That
what?
joint gonna
And
skyrocket in price. Give
what?
it like 2 years.
Which one Alex got?
Yo,
Alex,
for real.
Alex got the RM10.
Damn.
Hey, I know that
Bro,
boy,
that,
billionaire that's in the group. You know, bro, a jeweler. That's wild.
Yeah?
I think his name Billionaires or something.
Yeah.
yo, that's awesome for Alex, bro. Nah, that's the level up for him for the past year has been insane, bro.
Yeah, no, he got his
He's going crazy, bro, and dude, it's crazy.
No, level up this year has been insane for
Yeah.
both of us.
Bro,
2022.
both of you.
2022.
Bro,
I did not think I was going to be wearing this watch for another 2 years. Easy.
I think you said it on the podcast. You were expecting to get that like at the end of this year, maybe
I was
next year.
expecting to get the first RM that I got by the end of the year. Imagine,
Yeah.
I already got that RM, and then a few weeks later, I get my dream watch. So
That's awesome, bro. That's literally amazing.
What's the name of that watch? Bubba watch?
this is
Bubba something.
Bubba Watson. Bubba
Sport.
Watson.
Oh, Bubba
Oh
Watson.
yeah, Bubba. I said Bubba Sport.
And Stevie, you see on that shit?
Bubba.
Bro, you don't have to tell us, but like, give us a range of like what, 450, 400.
it's in between 450 and 500.
Oh my god, my heart just dropped.
shit.
That's pressure. That's a whole
crazy.
house on the wrist.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking house on the wrist. I'm like, what's on your wrist, nigga?
Crazy.
Oh,
That's
God.
wild.
Oh, someone's asking about the meetup on Saturday. If it's gonna happen on the chat.
The same exact watch, almost.
Damn, 525. Ooh,
Bro, that shit is, bro.
that joint busting. Bro, what was that bit busting?
Bro, I'm getting into the watch game, and let me tell you, shit is crazy out here.
Bro, Raul,
Once you
just quick
start getting
question.
the guys with those boxes of like pure watches, you know you in it, dog. You know you in it.
That's a different. That's
That's
a
different because you're not going to
investment
a
right
jewelry
there, bro.
store. You're not going to a jewelry store. You're getting it from like people who have these as like they're pretty much it's like property for them to like make a lot of value too, just as you do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, 'cause there's
like
only so much in circulation.
I'm done with like the bust down watches, like the little bust down Cartiers, little bust down APs. No, like I'm getting into the real watch.
Yo, after the Ferrari, we need to see the Senna, dog. That's the next up. That's the next up.
I'm actually gonna
Yo,
get.
Raul, you don't like plain AP pieces?
Say it again.
You don't like plain AP pieces?
Yeah, plain APs is different because they hold it, bro. The rose gold AP when I was
Yes,
they were 70
bro.
like a year ago. Now they're like
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
crazy.
There's a diamond dust one too.
I know, bro. The factory set like AP, the rose gold factory set diamond APs, bro. It's like 200,000, 250,000. They've gone up in price like crazy. It's insane.
The plain James the way to go. Plain James, them joints just hold their
Bro.
value super strong.
Bro, Raul, quick question, bro. With the Richard Mille, do chicks actually know what kind of watch it is and the value of it? I was just curious.
Ooh.
Like, do girls? Like, when you go out and a girl see your
Nah.
watch, you're like, oh, that's a Richard Mille.
I don't know, to be honest.
You know they don't know what. You know they don't know
They
that.
had to know. They had to know.
I feel like
They know the name.
I feel like bottle girls know because like you got rappers all the time going to the club, you know what I mean, right? But like I feel like your average. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't want to speak on.
Nah, I was just curious though, because I'm like, man, if I got one of them, I mean, guys know though. If a guy sees it, he gonna know what's up.
I don't think like your average person sees me wearing this watch is gonna expect me to be wearing a $500,000 watch. You know what I mean?
All people be knowing is a Rollie, bro. That's it, like, which is cool.
Bro, 'cause if
A
my-
plain
Oh, have you
Jane.
sent out? Have you guys sent out the email for the meet on Saturday?
That's going out tonight. It's actually not going to be Saturday because I found out the meeting, the VIP dinner is going to be on Saturday.
I heard it's Friday.
No, I checked the agenda. It's on Saturday.
Oh no, we checked it yesterday with you. It said Saturday. It said Friday.
It says Friday. Yeah, it says
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. I think we were here. We were all here. We all saw it. It said Friday, I think.
Oh,
Check.
agenda
Damn.
5/13.
Dinner. Friday.
Now look, day 1 5/13.
Yeah, that's Friday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The dinner's on Friday. Oh no, I'm retarded. I thought this was
He's like, oh shit.
all right. We're good. Yeah, for Saturday, we're good for Saturday.
Okay, because I switched my shifts completely for that because I had a closing. I was gonna get out like at 11.
Yeah, I don't.
It's at 9, bro, right?
Yeah, it's at
Like
9.
9 to 11, something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, so when is like everyone that's coming down to Miami?
I'm coming tomorrow. I land like around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I know Mitchell's flying in tomorrow too.
Yeah, I'm flying tomorrow.
Hey,
I know
bro,
a
you
lot
ain't
in the
never
chat
looked
have
at
said they're
it
gonna fly in.
getting into the yachts?
Huh?
You ain't never looked at and get into the yacht game?
Not really.
That shit go crazy. That's a whole different market right there. That's damn near up with the watches.
He like cars too much, man. The
I
car
was looking
guys.
at the vibes, bro. I was just imagine like a big ass yacht, bro. Like that's yours, and you just man, that shit lit. Them bitches be hard too.
I'll get
I ain't
one.
know they was that. I ain't know they was that expensive, bro. Them yachts.
Yeah,
Boats in general is expensive.
The maintenance,
And to
bro.
maintain is really, really expensive. Like if you don't have somebody that maintains it for you, it's a hassle, to be
yeah,
honest.
it is. I'll
Like
get.
the cars, it's easy because you can take it to the shop yourself and stuff.
Yeah. Nah, I'll get into the yacht game later on. Definitely want a yacht at one point in time.
Even the boats, bro. Just parking it somewhere is
Yeah,
expensive.
like dude, it's like 1,000, maybe even more for like a week
Bro, I'm gonna have that bitch
here
in
in
my
Miami.
backyard full. I'm gonna have a big ass pool in my backyard, and that bitch gonna sit. Oh God.
Yeah. No, but the Senna's coming soon for sure.
Yo, you got that's the next one, bro. That no more Lambos, no more any of that. You going for the big one. You going for the
Actually, I'm gonna get another Aventador. I'm gonna get the Aventador.
the EV you said, right? The hybrid one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Which was that one? I never see it.
Now it's not out yet. I have an allocation already though. They're gonna announce it like by the end of the year. For now,
That's fire.
good with what I have. I'm gonna sell the 812, and all the money I get from it, I'm dumping it into Ethereum and Bitcoin since it's so low. Bro, look at the Bitcoin's at
Yeah, Bitcoin's at 29.
Bitcoin's at
You said it was gonna hit 30, but it dropped under that too.
I think it's gonna drop to 20, bro. Honestly, the
But
20
what?
ball.
Do you know why everything's dropping like that though? Like, do you
Bro, everything is dropping, bro. Biden.
like Biden?
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like
need
it
to
was
fuck up
crazy
the
because
country.
gold and US 30 was dropping. Like usually they
Yeah,
go
and usually like US 30 like every year goes up like what, like 10%, right? Like I think I've heard you say that.
Yeah, US
Like,
30 be booming, but that joint just on a meltdown. I'm like,
S&P 500, US 30 are like the top performing like
stocks.
indexes, right?
Bro, that's what.
Oh, you're beating the S&P 500. You made over 10%. But yeah, look at my FTMO record. That's like public record. That's over 10%. So yeah, you can beat the S&P 500, but it's seen as like the most safe and stable investment. But let me tell you, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I joined down more than 50%. So I'm definitely gonna start buying a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
But do you think even though it's gone down, it'll come back up?
Yeah,
definitely. Bitcoin for sure. That's a stable coin right there. Everybody using them. People starting to accept them worldwide.
Facts.
Bro,
I feel like
has
Ethereum will go higher than it was before, just because of the whole NFT space. It uses a lot of Ethereum for that.
I feel like Ethereum ain't gonna make it in the long run, bro. It's not really
Eventually,
I don't know how to explain
NFTs and
it.
all that will get sold in different types.
Bro,
of
I don't trust
NFTs done, bro. That
I don't
shit
trust
done.
NFTs, bro.
Yo, Raul.
Yo,
Raul, how do you feel about people saying that Ethereum is one day gonna be bigger than Bitcoin?
Bro, I'm not huge in the crypto space, right?
Yeah, just your personal opinion.
But I feel like the price points is definitely something that gets me more because like the return on investment. So if Bitcoin were to go back up to its original highs, you're gonna make maybe 100%, right? If Ethereum goes up to its original highs and past that, then you can make, I feel like, a better return because you'll be able to own more Ethereum.
Yeah, of course you can make like more than double.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, exactly. So I've read a lot of articles and a lot of people are saying Ethereum will hit 30K one day, which that would be insane.
That'd be insane.
Yeah,
but
that'd be
I don't
crazy,
think
bro.
it'll hit 30K, but it'll probably eventually keep going up with time.
People have said the same.
Up and down, up and down.
Bitcoin, when it was at $100, you know what I mean? Look at it. It went from $100 to 70, call it 70,000.
That's the stuff our parents didn't believe.
Yeah,
Back in the day,
I'm
like in
down, bro, I
2011,
swear to
back in
God.
2012.
They said Bitcoin. What is that?
What is that?
Bro, people just be trying to say stuff like that. So then, like, if they right, they be like, "See, I told you,
True.
I
I
told
told
you."
you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
That's so
And
I
then the
told you. If they
non-believers,
wrong,
the
exactly.
non-believers, the one that lost the most money.
Remember everybody
Yeah,
was dick riding Dogecoin for a minute, bro?
man, f that,
Bro,
man.
that was the biggest like
I
fuck.
bought that shit when it was like 50 cents and got smoked.
Nah,
Man,
I
I
bought
got
it
it
at
less
like
than a penny.
I got it like at 3 cents, and I got out like at 40 something.
Yeah, I cashed out like almost like 22K on Dogecoin when it spiked up to 70. I sold everything. I said, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, nah, dude, that was it. Someone
Hey,
said
Raw,
in the
you ever
chat
you ever
Shiba.
you ever fuck around and trade BTC or ETH just off the strength?
Say it again?
You ever trade BTC or ETH just off the strength, just fucking with it on demo or something?
Nah.
Shit, wow.
I know it's crazy. Like, bro, if you could have, like, let's say you would have sold Ethereum or what is Ethereum right here and caught this move on a swing, bro, you swimming right now in bread. You'd be swimming right now in bread. I made a lot of money on good stocks too.
Royal Caribbean.
RC, oh shit, Royal Caribbean. I've been hearing about them too.
Bro, I was trading that before I started trading Forex. I was trading options with that in beginning of 2020.
These were my two first purchases on Royal Caribbean at 23 and at 43. This is when I bought Royal Caribbean. I cashed it out not too long ago, actually. Maybe like around over here, beginning of the year.
Oh
I
damn.
think like the
Yo, someone has their hand raised, bro.
How do you see as somebody's hand raised, bro?
It just has like a little hand on top of their like box. I don't know.
You guys don't gotta raise. You can just talk.
I had to leave you.